Yo guys, welcome back to another video. I'm in a rush today. I'm kind of busy and sadly updates tomorrow because I don't know, man, it's just so quick. I'm gonna be outside tomorrow as well. But pretty much, yeah. The only reason I'm posting this how it is, I can easily optimize this a lot, yeah. But the issue is, yeah, I'm pretty sure memorials are gonna be in Traitless. So yeah, if memorials are in Traitless tournament, this whole team changes. So I just want to get this video out here for you guys so you have an idea of what to do. If you guys want to run now, you guys can run now because as you guys do know, there's a consistent pattern where after the update, the whole tournament just messes up. So if you want to get your runs in early, you might as well just do it now. But I feel like this whole team will change. Well, this is not the team I actually ran in the video. The team I ran in the video was this. I was just experimenting different teams. This, 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 and this. And the last unit I did run was Sanjavu. So yeah, this was the team I ran for the video. If you have any questions, yeah, let me know. And let's just get into this run. Wish you guys the best of luck. And if you're new around here, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the video. Okay, guys. So if you guys did not hear the intro, please just go listen to the intro. I did mention a few things, and I just can't be asked for reiterating the same points. But pretty much this team should be able to get, of course, upwards of 6 billion. It can easily get 6 billion plus. If of course, you manage things way better than me, because this run was very early on. This run was like yesterday at like midday. So I was doing a lot of different things in between, trying different teams. Of course, I was busy as well, and I'm busy later today. I'm busy tomorrow. And the reason why I'm not doing more runs is because, as I already mentioned it. Why am I going to mention it again? I'll mention it again, why not? But I'm pretty sure memorials can be used in Traitless. I'm not fully sure, but if we're speculating and it is possible, then a lot of old units are just going to be meta, and the whole team will just be different. So if you want to run now, you must get your early runs in, because as you do know, there are some issues that after the update, the tournament messes up, and sometimes you just get soft locked. So yeah, you want to make sure you do your runs a bit early. So just do a few runs before update, and then of course focus after the update on getting memorials, so you can of course just speed blitz trailers. And then you're gonna use the eclipse again, because you need to get him to, of course, life form. And you can see that guy should be dealt with. And even if he doesn't get killed, you can just of course follow him off with Zoro. But yeah, Nami should be maxed out wave 6 at all times. At wave 6, by the way. Make sure you place Zoro here, so as soon as Griffith turns to life form, he does not get energy drain, so he can of course do a decent amount of damage. Here you're gonna place all your Sanjurus. You don't have to use Bear, I just use it for, why not. But yeah, you of course use the Rise summons, but Bear can also be decent for the initial point. And yeah, you're gonna get White Bit over here, because of course, once he hits an energy drained enemy, well, once he gets energy drained, he of course gets 30% more range, and it is very beneficial for, of course, this little circle over here. Once you get him to fully AoE, you can cover this whole part. You can see we're doing each Dolphy ability 10 seconds apart, and we're clicking auto on it, so 10 seconds, and then of course click auto. And yeah, main priority is getting, of course, this Doflamingo to max upgrade because, of course, he's protecting the other units around him, and of course, he's also going to be doing our main DPS. And you see Puppet Master, we can use that ability, but it's not really that beneficial because I don't know, man. It's just so stupid how it works. They could have made it where it's like Medea, where you can just choose which enemies get selected, but it's just randomized on the map. You have no input on that, you know. So yeah, let's see upgrade 10 now. Just 4 more upgrades and he's maxed out. And once he is maxed out, that's when you use the, of course, the string the minions, which of course lets him place 7 tentacles around the map. And yeah, those tentacles are very, very good because they also apply wanted. So it means you basically have full map coverage of wanted, which is very good for, of course, your white bits. You want to make sure if there's any leaks here, make sure you take the shields off and of course let the summons kill it off. And you can see even if this boss, make sure this extra white bit does not get placed in, of course, thingy's range, Doflamingos. But ideally you want, of course, to save a stun for this boss. If you do miss stuns, then it's kind of cooked because you do need wanted on him to make it very easier. And you can see once, very easier, very easy, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, once he's applied with wanted, white bits is just going to be slowing 50%. And it's very, very good, you know. And now, once you do get it maxed out, well, of course, you take one more wave. Once Dolphy is maxed out, and you use that ability, he just does an absurd amount of damage. So just a few more seconds, and you'll see the ability just take care of him. So he popped the ability, and now he just dies. And at all times, constantly, you want to be checking your Sunj boost placements. Just hover over, but just try to place any. If you got any spare placements, just place them back at the back. Yeah, I always see the questions what mounts I'm using in the videos. Those are bundle mounts from like ages ago, so it's like you can't get those ones again. Let's see, this one came out like when Virgil came out, so 5.0. The bed one came out in 6.0, and then the Broly one, of course, Broly's update. But I don't know why mounts are not tradable. The one mount I'm kind of annoyed. It wasn't a mount, it was an emo actually. The one emo I missed out was All My Days. It was the Sid emo All My Days. I wish I had that one. And yeah, you can see we're placing a few Zoros here, just to get rid of their shields. And we're placing a white bid here as well, for this boss. So we can start slowing him early on. But you see we did take off his overshield earlier, and that's why white bid is very beneficial, you know. Taking off that overshield helps a lot. You want to keep, of course, your placements. Taking off their shields earlier is, I think, a bit better, because, of course, by the time they get to you, down there, they're not going to have any shields, you know. And those tentacles can, of course, hit them and not take off their shields. Just keep placing your Zoros back up there. And yeah, of course, after you got 2 Dorothy's maxed out, you're going for 1 white bid to, of course, full AoE. Once white bid is at full AoE, of course, you put your money into Doflamingo again. And you have 3 Doflamingos maxed. And you can see this boss is getting revitalized a lot, you know. It's kind of annoying, but it does mean we're getting a bit more extra damage in. And you can see that gap we bridge between the enemies and the mobs. That's because we're constantly slowing these guys. And Dorothy's stun is very helpful. But you can see the main issue with this, of course, this map is the dismantle puppets when they break down into smaller ones. It's because those guys won't be applied with wanted, and they of course won't be getting slowed, and they won't be getting stunned. So it's very annoying. But yeah, pretty much you're gonna be looking out for this boss. And I do upgrade the Zoro here, just so I can get an extra bit of DPS on this boss. And the main issue is these, of course, these puppets, you know, they're wasting the... They're just wasting my summons, you know, it's just so annoying. You can see, at this point, they're not leaking at all, by the way. But I'll tell you what happens. For some reason, Zoro bugs out, and my Doflamingos go from 1.4x damage to 0.7x damage. I don't know why it happens. Maybe someone can tell me, but it does happen, and it affects around so much. It's just so stupid, man. I don't know why he goes down to that much damage. Like, he just loses so much. Cause look, they're just randomly leaking, bro. Look, they weren't leaking at all before, and now they're leaking. So yeah, this is at that point it happened. Both his damage just cut off in half, and now he's just doing weak ass damage. So instead of doing the 680k he was doing, he's doing like 300k right now. But yeah, that's it for the video. Like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. There's not much you can do about that Doflamingo thing, the Zoro thing. It's just so stupid. But yeah, I hope you guys can get a good run, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.